everybody, and welcome in. I'm Mark McLean, and it's time for the shave of the day. Going to be trying some new products today. Diamond Bar Shaving and my awesome buddy Daniel Sutherland has a new soap fragrance that's out. I have it blooming in my bowl right now. And of course, you can probably see the Diamond Bar Shaving logo right there on the front of this puck. And it smells really nicely. It does smell good. I'm sort of favoriting this scent for some reason. I don't know. I've kept it on my desk just in the puck form and just picked it up several times over the past week. And I just picked it up and sniffed it, because it's got like a masculine tobacco caramel scent to it that's also has like a hint of orange that gives it sort of I guess you'd say a lift. It sort of gives a lift to the fragrance, and it's the kind of scent that you want to keep around and sniff. I mean, it was that pleasurable just to smell it, and I enjoyed that. So I thought, well, heck, time to stop sniffing this stuff, time to put it to task and use it. So I got the wife, we made a trip to Sally's Beauty Supply, and she wanted a longer handled razor, and that's what we got at Sally's Beauty Supply. This is what it came in. It's a double-edged safety razor from Shaving Factory. Provides smooth close shaves, uses double-edged razor blades, twist to open technology, provides easier and safer blade replacement, etc., etc., etc. But it does have the longer handle, and that's what she was wanting. I'm going to get her one of the vintage long handle blue star Gillettes, the lady shavers. Oh, those are nice. I'm going to get her one of those. But in the meantime, I picked this up for a steal. A little of nothing. I think it was around 12 bucks, something like that, at Sally's Beauty Supply. So I thought I'd try it out. I've got a Shark brand razor blade inside. I just picked up some more Sharks. I like them. And I have one inside. A good buddy of mine sent me some Sharks, and I'm going to see how it goes. I did notice one thing. I had a buddy who I recently got into wet shaving tell me about a very inexpensive razor that I bought him to get him started in wet shaving. It was a cheap one, sort of like this one. Nothing major. So I bought him a cheap one, just like this one. Well, it was a shorter handle. Anyway, to make a long story short, he said that it wasn't cutting right for some reason. If you twist this down very tightly, you bend the blade curves. I don't know why, it's just cheap, but it does that. So you can't do that. You can't tighten it up. You can only bring it to the point of snugging till it touches, and that's it. That's all you can do. If you're going to use a cheap razor, you're going to have to use some cheap mannerisms. I also picked up a shaving brush while I was there. I've heard that these things shed hair like a politician who has dandruff. Made that one up. Whew, I guess you could tell. Okay, it's Marvy. This is one of the Marvy brand brushes. They've been around for a while and supposedly are a good company, but I bought this one for the sake of passing it on, paying it forward to some newbie out there that's just starting out wet shaving. Anytime I get the chance to pick up some new supplies like this, a cheap razor, a cheap brush, or whatever, something that I can give to someone to let them decide whether or not they want to continue with the hobby or start out the hobby of wet shaving. That's why I don't want to invest a lot of money in it, because they may not even like it. When I got my son started in wet shaving, I got him a fairly decent razor, I guess it was, but it wasn't anything majorly expensive. Then he decided he liked it. He was going to keep shaving, so I upgraded him. And then he decided he wanted to try a straight razor shaving. So I bought him a cheap gold dollar razor, and I honed it myself and got it going for him, and he shaved one time with that thing. So I'm glad I didn't buy him a Dovo. All right, I'm going to wash the bristles out on this brush. These, I think, are boar hair bristles. Nothing major. I'm just going to run it through the test just to make sure that it does okay. And then I will let it dry and box it back up. A lot of good bloom water here. I just noticed that. I need to put some of that on. Smell is nice. Diamond Bar Shaving and my good buddy Daniel Sutherland. Awesome guy. Now he says this has some warm tones. Some tones like really warm tones of oak and patchouli. I'm just sort of twisting the bristles around, as you can tell. It has a base of some sweet, I guess sweet sugary caramel. And that supposedly mixes in and blends in for some really earthy tones. Ah, yeah, you look at that. The top note is orange. Middle tones, or middle notes, whatever, tobacco and tobacco leaf, actually. Lavender, wood, and musk. And there's one of those pesky little hairs flopping out right there. And that's what someone told me in one of the Facebook groups. These things are really bad about that, they said. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. It does the job. Look at that. Yeah. Not the best smelling brush in the world. Good smelling soap, though. I think it needs a little water. I think I need to remove my puck out of this awesome, handsomely bowl. I'm going to try to whip up a little lather in the bowl. See how it bowl lathers. Face lathers nicely. Now this soap is, I mentioned that it was pleasurable to smell. It has a really strong scent. It really does, but it's nothing overpowering, so don't get me wrong. It's really nice. And Daniel Sutherland said, that he had tried lathering this with all three styles, meaning boar bristles, badger, and synthetic, I think. And he said all of those brushes did great. And I'll be honest, this brush is inexpensive, but dang, it's doing a great job. I mean, sure, it's going to lose a few little hairs here and there, but it's nothing major. I'm going to go ahead and rinse that baby out. Make somebody a wet shaver one day soon. I've already brought several awesome people into the fold, so to speak, into the wet shaving hobby. It's a great hobby. We should try to cater to it, and we should try and pass it on down the line to other generations, okay? All right, I'm going to go ahead and break out the ever-ready C40. Yeah, I gotta use this one. I know I can rely on this baby. And I'm putting the puck back into the bowl. You know, I really probably don't have to lather much more, but I'm going to go ahead and work up a lather on that brush. That's one of my favorite brushes that I have. The scent is awesome, Daniel. It really is. He said that it lathered great with all three of those brushes. So that's, you know, a good thing, a positive note to keep in mind. Hello?
Hello.
I'm in the bathroom.
I need to go.
You gotta hold it.
Let me go.
Okay, some little wacko outside. Okay. Anyway, he said that it was nice, and you know, he doesn't lie. He was right. It's very nice. It's the type of scent that you're going to enjoy. And I think that's a positive for Daniel Sutherland and Diamond Bar Shaving. So check him out. It has some middle notes of tobacco leaf, lavender, wood, and musk that I told you a little while ago. And that's coming out right now. That's the part I'm getting right now, some wood, and I do get the musk. Very, very earthy tones. Smells wonderful. So we're going to go ahead and finish this up. That's a perfect lather right there. Can't beat it. Use this expensive Merkur razor. Oh, I know, it's nothing major. It seems really nice. I don't know if my wife will like it. In fact, I don't know that I'll even let her use it because I don't want her to murder her legs. I don't want to turn her off of wet shaving. I don't at all. I think I'll just go ahead and keep this razor for a new shaver. And probably what I'll do is just go ahead and pass it off and get her one of those Lady Gillette Star or whatever it's called, the Blue Star, real sweet looking blue long handled razor from Gillette. The reason being, I mean, I'm doing okay with this, don't get me wrong. It does a great job and it will do the job, but I am noticing that I haven't got it tightened down very tightly. Therefore, it's fairly aggressive. So if I do tighten it down a lot, let's see how that goes. Actually, not bad at all. Surprisingly. Even though it changed the angle of the blade. That is wild. I can't believe that it changed the angle of the blade, and yet it's still performing rather nicely, surprisingly enough. Yeah, it does a great job, huh? Little $12 razor. I'm still going to go and invest in the other one, of course, for her, but truthfully, I didn't think that it would do anything. But it did. Never know unless you try, right? And I'd like to pass that on to all of you wet shavers out there in the community who have considered perhaps taking up straight razor shaving. I've talked to so many of you guys that say, oh, I'm going to do it one of these days. I was the same way. I mean, to be honest, I didn't think that I would be able to wet shave with a straight razor. But all of you who've thought about wet shaving with a straight razor, do it. Go for it. See if you like it. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. I know I was. Never thought I'd be able to use a straight razor, but I do now, and I love it. Does a great job. Now, this isn't the closest shave I've had, but I have tightened the blade down. I could have kept it more aggressive and left the blade up a little bit. And this is a very good blade I have in it. I like sharks. Now that's a 2-pass. More or less a 3-pass right there. And it's good and clean. Nice. Really nice shave. Surprising. Just like I said. Maybe it's the blade that's helping this razor out so much. I don't know. All I know is I'm done. Fast. That was a fast shave right there, boys and girl. Very surprising. I'm surprised because that razor did a lot better job than I thought it was going to do. I really didn't think that it would even work properly when I saw that the angle was changed by tightening the twist to open mechanism. But surprisingly enough, it did a great job, and Shark came to the rescue. I will take that blade out and get it prepared for some other use, because it's a good blade. Gotta shake up this stuff right here. Gonna try a little bit of bog water. That's my buddy Jason Moore right there. Some Irish guy's shave soap. He makes this stuff. I tried this in a pass around recently, but I didn't get to talk about it. It came in from Dirty South Shavers pass around. Jason, thanks a lot for sending it. I loved it, and I'm going to pass it on after I get to brag about it a little bit. Yeah, it smells good, Jason. It really does. Good stuff. My son is needing some, and getting ready to pass it on to him. In the meantime, I wanted you guys to know that this stuff is just like, it's coming out. I mean, like it really blooming, even though it's an aftershave, you know. Green alcohol, witch hazel, glycerin, alum, vanilla, cinnamon, orange, lime, peppercorn, allspice, alum scent, argan oil, coconut oil, and almond oil. Makes up for a good scent. It really does. And now to help my face, some Jack Black's beard lube. This stuff is good for pre or post conditioning shave. Some people even use it for shaving. It doesn't lather, but you do what you like. There are no rules. But this stuff is highly scented with eucalyptus, and you get a fresh jojoba or yoyoba or hohaba or yohoba. There are so many pronunciations I've heard of that. But it smells nice. And I like it from Jack Black's products. Thank you guys for watching. I have reached it, finally. That was quick. Ding. Ho status, baby. Yeah. Thank you once again. I appreciate it. Thanks for being there. Pay it forward every chance you get. I know I do. Enjoy yourself and get your shave on when you get the opportunity. Thanks for watching. Peace.